today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
Here's Clark, throwing to start the drive. His pass complete to Ruckert. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Simpson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. That touchdown run, it was just straight power on 4th and goal, and the offense won.
Yeah, let me just follow up with you, because we always talk about how the low man wins, who has the best leverage in the trenches. On that play, we saw who won that battle. But it's not just that. It takes a runner with some vision, too, to find exactly where the cracks are, exactly where the creases are, and punch it into the end zone.
And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They go play action with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Shifts by him, fighting through, and he's got space. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Clark to throw. To throw on 2nd down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 6 catches, 104 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
In motion right is Wilson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Able to push his way through. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Clark. He finds his man, complete. That's Simpson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 41 Mike, 41 Mike.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got 4. There you go.
Looking to throw. Clark. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Simpson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. In motion right, that's Wilson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They run the counter. Simpson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Simpson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Simpson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Clark. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Clark. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts at the controls, ready for their next possession. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Cougar 19.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Clark. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Clark. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Fielded just inside the 20. "51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 52 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Elliott, that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd down now, it's Simpson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Clark.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Simpson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Clark. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simpson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Clark throwing on 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. Touchdown! Alan Lazard. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Yeah, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. we'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And that game tied 21-all in the second quarter. A lot of offense there. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Tua Tagovailoa, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Now they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Simpson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second down and 3. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Clark. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now back to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
At long last, the Eagles have found their new marquee #1 receiver. They dealt for Brown in last year's draft, and all he did in year 1 was set a new franchise record for yards, 4th best in the league. He gets him a 1st down there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Clark on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Simpson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Clark now off the bootleg. Out right, he's got Ruckert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Simpson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Clark, that's complete right side to Lazard. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Looking to throw. Clark. And Lazard's got it again. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Back to throw. Clark. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Simpson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On third down, it's Simpson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Simpson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Simpson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Simpson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
91 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Clark, looking to throw on 2nd down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now Clark to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Simpson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. Beak every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this time.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Inside the 10. That should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.